Hi everyone, my name is Gabe and I am part of Musical Chordination. And for those of you that don't know what Musical Chordination is, it is a series of workshops that emphasize the power of creativity and the power of coming together as a group to spontaneously create music. This video particularly is about interactive music. So what is interactive music? Interactive music, essentially, is a progressive platform for education and certain modalities of healing that we as a society can implement to drastically improve and enrich the quality of our lives. It creates more abundance, it creates more joy, more success, more empowerment. It strengthens your connection to yourself.
To me, it's an opportunity to take a deep journey within ourselves and find a place where we can create like a collective manifestation together and really bring that to the forefront of our consciousness.
The intention behind our workshops and behind the idea of interactive music is to just raise the level of consciousness, the level of awareness on our planet, to really expand the idea as to what is possible as creators, as human beings. And I guess the next obvious question then is, well, how exactly does it do all those things? Quite simply, it does this by giving us the opportunity or the set of experiences to come together with one another and to communicate and to collaborate and to express ourselves in a deep way that is often overlooked. The true emphasis really is on demonstrating and exploring the more elusive and subtle components of life, such as intuition and really our empathic ability to relate to one another as human beings. As this concept is demonstrated in interacting with one another in this kind of way, the ability and the translation between what you receive conceptually or emotionally and the physical execution of these particular things become more fluent and more accessible for you as a musician, but as a creator.
One of the main skills that it's really requiring is listening to the whole collection as one unit and finding where that is going, how the group is leading it, and finding what your particular role is in that. So which is, something that's really asked of us every day in our life as well. We're asked to find your role and find how you can express that in the most clear and beautiful way. So, it really translates very well into your everyday life. In your life, as you go through your daily experiences, we find a lot of times that it brings up judgments for us when someone else is creating something. And so the interesting thing that music requires us to do, especially in this interactive setting where we're co-creating together, is it requires us to drop all these judgments and actually put ourselves into a place of pure expression where what we're creating together is more important than anyone's judgment of anything about it. Whether it's your judgment of yourself, whether it's your judgment about what someone else is playing, or whether it's a judgment about the whole thing altogether, it doesn't really matter, because you essentially are creating a vision, and so we get to lead the vision as a group. With music, you can't hesitate. There's no hesitation. So, we're always moving forward with the process of creating music, and so it requires you to really be within your confidence and really just step into it and just accept that you are powerful and you're musical and that you're able to make something amazing.
Oftentimes, a lot of healing and a lot of transformation occurs. Health is not limited to a certain set or certain parameters of circumstances. It is important what you put in your body. It is important to get exercise. It's important to do all of those things. All of those things are great and wonderful and beautiful. But behind all that, and more fundamentally, health really is cultivated from having a healthy perspective or a positive perspective towards yourself and towards life. It's relating to life in a more empowering and awesome and blissful and uplifting way, so that you could really start to create the life and create the version of yourself in which you prefer. So with interactive music, we're playing through our emotions, we're playing as our emotions. It just so happens that playing music with one another is a very transparent experience where it cultivates, whether you want it to or not, it cultivates a certain heightened level of self-awareness, in the sense that any unprocessed ideas or emotions that you have come up and come out through the music that you're playing. So it gives you an opportunity to be more intentional with what you want to create, both in the context of music and in the context of your life.
In the musical context, we're required to take our perspective of what's happening with someone else, what they're creating, and say, okay, how can I add to this? How can I make it better? And then ultimately, if you create something that you enjoy, you'll bring that other person who may be somewhat out of alignment into alignment, and then it all comes together into a much more harmonious central point where we can all be happy with the creation that is happening at that moment.
It's really assisting in broadening the perspective or the idea as to what is possible with music, and seeing that creativity in music is not separate from life. It is life.
To me, everything is music. You consider your heartbeat, you consider a bird flapping its wings, a bird singing a song, you walking down the street, the way that the tides wax and wane, the cycles of the moon, the earth, the sun. When you consider these things in a musical context, you realize that there's harmony, there's melody, and there's rhythm to all of these ideas. So in that sense, everything once again is music. And when you open your eyes to this idea, it's amazing because you realize that vibration is the quintessential mechanism at play in our universe, and that all is vibration. When we play music, when we explore music, especially as a group, we're exploring life in general. We're exploring this beautiful universe that we call home. To me, music is the most direct metaphorical representation of the way that the universe works. So that's why I think that it's so important to explore music and to listen to music and to, incorporate music into your life.
Thanks so much for listening. If you want more information about what we do, you can go to our website. As I said before, it's www.musicalchordination.com. You could also like us on Facebook, and you can also check out the video that we have that's entitled Musical Coordination, an Interactive Musical Experience. And that's it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Show us some love on Facebook. Show us some love on our website. And you guys are awesome. Peace out.